Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. This is Pinky, the housewife, and I felt it was going to be fair if I can give you an update on what happened in the courtroom yesterday, which was Monday the 12th, for the Sean Diddy Combs criminal trial. It was it was scandalous. It was scandalous. I mean, it was the most outlandish stuff I ever heard. Let me just put up a trigger warning because the stuff that you're going to hear, oh, but let me just get the house rules out of the way. Welcome everybody to the Pink House. Make sure you hit that like button coming in and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. And let me say thank you. Now, let me get on with the matter at hand. Sean Diddy Combs. Yesterday, that was day one of the witness takes the stand. Okay? This is his criminal trial. Day one. That was Monday, May 12th. And when I say this was the most scandalous things that I have ever heard, I literally mean it. It makes you shaking your boots, make your hair on your arm stand. It makes you drop your bottom jaw, make your eyes buck. I never heard. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to go live this morning in just a little bit about the trial, day two of the trial. But before I do, I'm going to give you a recap of what was going on. Let me just say everything is alleged. I'm covered under Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started about this salacious. Ooh, when I mean, my mouth. I left early. I ended my life early because I was getting too sleepy. Um, uh, I know it was a lot 3:30 in New York time, but I couldn't take it no more. And I'm sorry that I left early. Oh my God, am I sorry I left early? Yeah. So we're gonna listen to some of the retakes from yesterday, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and go live. Okay. This is one of the retakes from yesterday. You this is the takeaways from day one of the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial. Okay, I mean this was more than anybody eyes and ears could take. That this information will be down in my description box below my video. So if you want to come back to it, you're welcome to do so.
Has been called in the federal criminal trial against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. A jury of 8 men and 4.
For some reason, I can barely hear them. Let me make sure it's turned up. Oh, it's not loud enough. Okay, let me see. Okay, here we go, guys. They're going to give you some retakes.
The first witness has been called in the federal criminal trial against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
A jury of 8 men and 4 women heard opening statements today, setting the stage for a legal showdown that could last 8 weeks.
Combs is charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He has pleaded not guilty. NBC News correspondent Rahema Ellis is outside the courthouse here in New York City. Also with us, NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos. Rahema, let's start with you. There are people now testifying. Who's on the stand right now, and what have we heard so far in opening statements?
Let me tell you this about that first witness who's on the stand. But what they're doing at this moment, Kate, is they're playing that infamous tape about the assault that Sean Diddy Combs made on Cassie Ventura in the hallway of this hotel. Many people have seen this, and the prosecution said that they were going to play it. They're playing the whole tape right now. The first witness on the stand is a security officer at that hotel who was called about to go onto the floor, I believe it was the sixth floor, because of a disturbance. According to this witness, he says in his testimony that Combs said to him that he had a sack of money and he threw it at me, according to the security officer. And he told me, don't tell anyone about what happened. The security guard refused it and left. At that point, Cassie Ventura was outside of the area at that point. But this is the kind of thing that the prosecution was saying in opening statements that they were going to reveal to the jury, that there was a long history of criminal activity that Sean Diddy was engaged in. Caitlin's in play.
And Rahema, you mentioned it, but singer Cassie Ventura, who is Sean Diddy Combs' ex's girlfriend, is expected to be a key witness for the prosecution. Do we know what we're expecting from her testimony, as well as the other alleged victims? And also just talk to us about the atmosphere outside court. I think I heard someone yelling outside, Diddy didn't do it.
That person yelling is often at court proceedings in this area, so I'm not quite sure if that person should be taken as evidence of what many people are thinking. But I should tell you that Cassie Ventura has been painted by the prosecution as a woman who was trapped, and that she felt threatened to leave the situation she was in for 11 years, we should point out, as the prosecution said. She became connected and engaged with Diddy Combs when she was 19 and stayed with him for 11 years. And the prosecution also says she loved him and felt that she was trapped because she had engaged in sex with him and with escorts, and that he had threatened her that he would reveal this information, and therefore she didn't know what to do. The defense paints a very different picture, saying that Diddy is innocent of this. They told the jurors that he was someone who was violent and very jealous. They said it was domestic violence and not the charges that the federal government has accused him of. Zen, Clay, and Kate.
Rahema, thanks. Danny, let me bring you in. So just big picture, what do you think both sides are trying to accomplish on this first day?
Well, the government in its opening statement went in a direction I expected they would go in, which was basically this. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is not about the government's intrusion into Combs's private sex life. This is not about strange sex or anything like that. This is about actual crimes. And the defense did exactly what I expected, which is a version of, you may conclude that my client is a bad guy. You may conclude that he committed assault or other state crimes that he's not charged with. But as bad as you think he is, that does not mean that the government has met their burden to prove each and every element of these federal crimes. That is what they said in their opening statement. No surprise there. That was always going to be their theme.
All right, a lot to track on this one. Rahema Ellis, Danny Savalas, thank you both very much.
Okay, guys, you all heard that. Oh my God. Now, this is not the only thing that's been going on. After I ended my live from the courthouse, reporting on the courthouse, this just got worse. The things I heard shocked me to my core yesterday. Now, I will be going live in just a little bit, okay? But I just want to bring you one more thing from yesterday. These are all from yesterday because, like I said, I had to end my live from the courthouse because I was too tired and falling asleep. Yes, I was. Matter of fact, my husband came into the room after I ended my live and I was sitting in the chair asleep. That's how tired I was. Okay, so we're going to bring this last one. This is from yesterday as well. I'm trying to put some pieces together. And the most despicable thing I heard is about what Sean had a male sex worker to urinate in her mouth while she was choking. Oh my God. And oh my God, it's just hard. But let me just let you hear this last one, and then I'm going to get ready for my live. Okay. I will be getting ready for the live. So here it is right here. Oh my God. I swear I don't know whether now Cassie is 9 months pregnant, getting ready to have the baby any day. This information here right now is from ABC News 4. Okay. It will be down in my description box. But she's getting ready to have the baby any day. And they didn't bring her on the stand yesterday, which was the first day, Monday, May 12th. And then she's not on the stand, not going to be on the stand today. Do they know Essence timing is critical for her? They're saying they're going to bring her tomorrow. She may not have tomorrow. I think this is a ploy because they don't want to hear from her. They don't want her to speak. But nevertheless, let me go get on with this video here.
The most anticipated trial of the year officially underway in New York City. Music mogul Sean Diddy.
Never dye white hair. Dyeing only causes more white hairs.
Life in prison on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The National News Desk's Jeff Harris is live for us in New York City. Jeff, good morning to you. Over the weekend, we had quite a few developments emerging in this case, and I understand Diddy's family was spotted heading inside. Who did you see?
Good morning to you, Jan. So just about 5 minutes before court was expected to start, right around 8:30 this morning, right around 8:25, Diddy's kids coming out of a black shuttle, all 5 of them entering the courthouse. I ran over, with my phone, able to capture that on video. All 5 of them holding hands, locking hands, heading into the courthouse. And I am told on the inside, they're sitting in the second row behind their father. Diddy actually entering court a little bit late this morning, after 9 o'clock or just before 9 o'clock. So 8:30, jury selection, the end of jury selection, supposed to get underway. That has since been delayed for about a half hour now. Court getting underway here shortly. Now, on Friday, jury selection was supposed to wrap up, 12 jurors and 6 alternates being selected, but the judge ultimately deciding that he wanted to push that through the weekend over to Monday. The reasoning, there was some concern growing that some of the potential jurors might want to bow out due to the high profileness of this case. Some might get cold feet. So the judge ultimately decided to give them the weekend, have them come back, and then we will wrap this up on Monday morning. So court now getting underway about a half hour late to wrap up jury selection. Again, 12 being selected and 6 alternates. Now, initially in this case, 4 victims were said to be testifying, including Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, who was seen in that disturbing hotel surveillance video that CNN obtained from 2016, being assaulted in that video by Diddy. Now, she is expected to be one of the 4 victims that are supposed to testify. But late last week on Friday, prosecutors, they also added a 5th victim to their witness list, being identified as victim number 5. The judge allowing this victim to testify, but as of this morning, her identity still unknown. Also late on Friday before the weekend, Diddy's lead attorney, Mark Agnifilo, revealing part of the defense's strategy a little bit. He's saying that they're going to claim that the music mogul and Ventura, his ex-girlfriend, engaged in mutual violence throughout the relationship and that the sex was consensual. Diddy will reportedly admit to domestic violence as well, Jan, claiming that he is innocent of sex trafficking and racketeering. All 5 of Diddy's kids, as I mentioned, inside in that second row behind their father, also being told as Diddy entered the courtroom, Jan, that he actually blew a kiss to his kids.
Yeah, and Jeff, over the weekend, reports surfaced that one of the victims scheduled to testify against Diddy had just disappeared. Are there any updates on that?
As of this morning, that victim, at least in the indictment, was being identified as victim number 3. Again, as of this morning, no updates on that. The prosecution trying to get in touch with her attorney, also, of course, the victim as well. But throughout the weekend. And now, at least as of 9:10 this morning, still no updates on that missing victim. One has been added, victim number 5, still expected to hear testimony from 4 victims. But now that third being identified as victim number 3 in the indictment, still missing this morning.
All right. Jeff Harris reporting live for us from New York City. We appreciate all your updates for us.
Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. We're in my live. I'm going to talk about that. Victim number 3. They still haven't been able to find victim number 3. I'm not sure. They've been trying to reach out to her before the trial even started 2 weeks ago. They've been trying to reach out to her, and no, she's not returning their phone calls. She's not returning their text messages, and nothing. So I don't know what's going on with victim number 3. I hope they haven't gotten to her and paid her off, because her testimony is crucial to this case. And I just hope they hurry up and get to Cassie, because she is very pregnant, 9 months pregnant and everything. And a lot of people that was there yesterday, Little Rod was at the courthouse. Jack Watt Wright was there. Make It Make Sense was there. A lot of YouTubers and bloggers, they was all there. It was a coming of the minds to make sure that they document this. So we're going to talk more about that during my live. So as soon as I get off this, in a few minutes, I will be going live. All right. So I hope to see you all there. Make sure you hit that like button going out the door. Okay. And just be back in a few minutes. All right. Thank you, guys.